love Dex. Trust me, I love Dex. Welcome, guys. I'm excited to have you guys around. It's really awesome having this analysis. Really cool, and or traits whatever belief or whatever thing that this guys has told us. Now, let's look at this pair, Great Britain pounds CHF. Now, if you've not watched this video, on the title of the video is Great Britain pounds breaking a resistant level. All right, so that's the title of the video on the YouTube channel, so you want to go ahead and watch that video before you watch this one, so that you understand what we actually did and what we're doing here. All right, so now the last video I made, I was trying to call the attention of the retail traders to tell them, oh, please, this is what I see on this pair, not because I'm always 100% accurate. No, nobody has the holy grail, right? But because on this particular pair, I had a very high accuracy on it. At least I know I had up to 95% or 90% accuracy on this pair. All right, so now that's why I was calling up, please do not sell this pair. Why? Because there's a strong resistance here, very strong one. A market here, now this is like nothing was going to break it, because it has done that the first time. If you notice that this is from the first time it tested here was March 2020. That was the first time it tested here, and it broke it around the same March 2020. It broke it, and then it returned back. And then it broke it here, all right, and then it returned back, and it's been on that zone. Now, what am I trying to make out of this? What I'm trying to say is that at this zone we had so many retail traders wanting to sell, because it's a confirmed resistant level. Now, I made a video earlier on Dex, and I made a very sarcastic comment, or whatever you call it. I made a comment. I said, please, even if you don't trust me at this time, even if you don't understand what I'm doing, or you think I was talking rubbish, you can at least wait and take a breakout trade, because it pains my heart when I see the traders being trapped by these guys. All right, so now I made that comment. Now, some traders, of course, took heed to it. Of course, students also took heed to it, and then again we'll have this market doing that. Now, I made a comment. I said it was going to make a small pullback to attract retail traders, and it was going to break out that zone. Now, it did exactly that, and that's the amazing part of it. It did exactly that, and it did broke out that strong. This is like one day. I mean, we had almost 90% of retail traders on this pair for a sale. Yes, that's the truth, because when you see such move here, now look at what this guys did. I'm going to show you why I said we'll have 90% retail traders on this pair. Well, why did I say that? If you notice that there was a rejection here and a rejection here, the market returned back here, rejected here, returned back here, rejected here. Like when the retail traders, there was also this candlestick formation here. I'm not good at the names, but again, I can spot them. It can be railroad track, I don't know what it's called, but this bullish bearish candlestick here means a sell. That's how bad it is. All right, this rejection here means a sell. Then the market sold for that day. All right, now the next day, which is, I'm going to show you this, the next day, which is on the 25th of January, this particular candlestick that I have my crosshair on, this one here, all right. So the next day, which is this day, retail traders entered sell, like on this particular bullish candle, because after these two rejections here on this high, market got here, rejected, got here, rejected. Then on this, the next day made this bearish candle. After that bearish candle, that was a confirmation for retail traders to sell, because the highest patience a retail trader would have had is that, because it's trying to wait. That's like trying to be very patient with trading support resistance. That's the highest patience a retail trader would have had on this trade. Now on this place, the retail trader clicked a sell. The market made a sell for like how many pips? I'm trying to show you, I institutionally staying in one day to show you this. 44 pips. Now at 30 pips or so, a retail trader will be adding more positions to sell this market, to repeat the same thing he has been doing. Do you know why this was done? Like I said earlier, this was done because it was trying to get the attention of us, the retail traders. Because if this structure, if this thing called support resistance is not being created, being that this is what we are being taught as retail traders, then they won't have any business making money, because this is what the dealers makes money with. All right, this is what these guys make money with. Now if they create this structure over and over, it takes a lot of time and money to do all this, but again it pays at the end. Just know that it pays them at the end when they are done, because at this point there are less attention of retail traders. At this point, the attention increases. At this point, the attention increases. Then at this point, the attention increases. At this point, already have 90%. Have you seen why 90% of retail traders do this money? Now, at this point, we've had 2%, like I said. We've had 3%. We've had 5%. We've had 9%. At this point, we've had 90% because the market has tested 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, market being that it has done all that, all right, we're going to expect at this point that to be a sure sell. Now on the last display, I was saying I was going to break that zone. It looks very stupid, but again, it had broken the zone because we saw something very different. We basically saw the structure, and when you see the structure, this doesn't matter, this resistance, because I said again, it doesn't exist, and that's the truth, it doesn't exist. All right, so now market has successfully broken this zone. Where else do we expect it to go to? Also in the previous video, I also did something like using my Fibonacci to determine a zone of where I expect the market to get to. All right, thankfully it's not there yet, so expect more bullish move. That's what I think, to 61.8 Fibonacci. Boom, that's what I expected to do. Once it gets to that zone, then we can be expecting reversals, not because there can't be pullback at this time, but again, after the little pullback, if there will be, after the little pullback, then we expect the market to come. So we still have like 100 pips to go. How many pips have we gone already? Let's see that. It's a high pip pair. We're already on 200 pips. All right, that's nice. Then we'll be expecting another 100 pips. So 300 pips on this pair. And that's it. Now, the good thing about this analysis or this year on the market is that things are happening very fast, and it's amazing that a trade that would have taken you 3-4 months is taking you 1 month, or it's taking you 3 weeks, or even less. Do you understand? So, and it's really amazing to see all that. So that's the next place I expect Great Britain pounds, Swiss francs to go to. Great Britain pounds, this is totally my bias. If you're a trader, please do your own analysis. Alright, this is what I expect the market to do. 100 pips again to that 61.8, then we can find a major pullback. Alright, so now on the bigger time frame, what do I expect the market to do? On the bigger time frame, what do I expect the market to do? I love this tool. Okay, I expect a major pullback when the market hits 61.8. All right, a major pullback when the market hits. Don't mind, I don't trade, so you don't assume things. I don't trade with RSI, but I have a trick around it that works 99% of the time. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked to have that. I don't do divergence and convergence and all those lies we were told. All right, so I don't do all that. All right, so I use it very differently. In fact, when I showed that to my students, it was like, wow, this is the way it works. All right. Okay, so that's the point I expect the market to get to, right? Then we can have a major pullback, probably back down to this zone. Okay, but on a longer run, after the whole major pullback and all that, then we can have this market doing 78.6 Fibo. I didn't update this what is it called? This MT4 Fibo is not updated. So, but around here we can have 78.6. Around here we can have 88.6. All right. So if you don't know about Fibonacci, the lines I'm drawing, if you're a trader, you're already used to all those levels, right? But if you're not, of course, I made a video about Fibonacci in one of my videos on the YouTube channel here, so you can check out that video and watch how to draw Fibonacci. Right, so I'm also, like I promised, I've not made that video, right? It's really been choked with so many classes, but I'm going to make that video on advanced Fibonacci, of course, how to add up these levels that I added. I drew manually here. All right, how to add up this one here and this one here. I drew it manually here, but I'm going to make up a video on how to add that up. On the previous Fibonacci I made, I had that already added there, so but because I did that manually before I started that video, but I'm going to show you how to add that in case you don't know how to add that Fibo, right? So that's for that one. That's basically what I expect this pair to do on a longer run, right? I expect this pair to make, after the major pullback, we can likely find this pair hitting 78.6 and then 8.6, but again, it's going to make pullbacks on this higher time frame. I know that when a higher time frame is making pullback, of course, it's a downtrend in the lower time frame. So, but if you want to stay put at 61.8 Fibo or close to that, you want to have your take profit and then wait for major pullbacks. All right, if you want to stay there, it's not a bad idea, but for me, I'm going to leave at 61.8 Fibonacci, right? So I'm going to leave somewhere around there. Once I see a structure around this high here, I'm going to leave the markets on this particular pair because it's done major thing I wanted it to do. All right, so it's also good to be conservative, right? Because this is not your bedroom. You want to sleep there. You don't want to sleep there. All right, so that's for Great Britain pounds, CHF. All right, the next video I'm going to drop is the update on Euro GBP. I'm going to drop this video on the update on Euro GBP. I don't want to jungle it together, or how do you speak it? I don't want to do all that because I expect I want to have it the different videos so that you know the particular one you're watching per time, and it also helps you to follow up the analytics one by one. All right, so I'm going to drop warehouse and I'm going to drop the update on this pair and also make a review on from where we started and how many pips have made so far. Of course, if you're following this pair from the beginning of this year or late last year, you're going to be on good number of pips. I'm going to also drop that video now. All right, thank you for watching.